Guys, check this out. I'm going to show you one way to break the guard open from your knees. We got to have two ways to break the guard. We can either stand or we can do it from the ground. But let's go over the most basic version, okay, from the guard from the knees. If I'm here, guys, first thing you got to worry about is your posture. Okay, I have to get my posture up, okay, and what that means is if I turn sideways, look at the alignment of my body here. If I'm like this is bad posture. This is not good, okay? Just because my head and my shoulders are in front of my hips. This isn't good. It looks like it's not too bad. It looks like I'm in an okay position. This is the worst posture. Seems okay, but it's not. I need to be here, okay? Look how my chest bows out and I line it up above my hips, okay? I even will exaggerate a little bit and look slightly up at the ceiling, okay, with my chin tucked. Okay, now everything's in a nice line. My elbows are going to be in, and I'm going to have brace his hips right here. If I can get here, now watch, Joey can try to pull me forward all he wants. It's tough. It's going to be really tough, okay? To add to it, if he starts to bring me a little bit forward, watch, I'm going to raise my hips and thrust them forward. This adds to the resistance pulling me down, okay? So I want to make sure I have a solid posture before I try to break the guard open, or it's just not going to work. A lot of times, guys, here's another thing. If you get too focused on breaking the guard, look right here. When he doesn't even have to use his arms. He just uses his hands, and it's going to hurt my wrists right there, trying to stop it. So now that we've got that, guys, let's talk about breaking it. Now I get the posture. If I want to do it in the gi, I'm going to grab the pants. You don't have to, but it's a good grip here, because the pants are going to bottom out in his hips. They eventually have to stop, so it's a good handle. My base is pretty wide when I start this, guys. Not super wide like this. It's unnecessary, but it's pretty wide right here. To start this, I'm going to bring my right knee, that's the knee I like to use, in tight to the outside of the hip. And I have to make sure I'm really anchoring this hip down on the floor right here. Once I bring the knee in, I need to get my base wide again. So watch, I open my knee up. And now I'm slightly at an angle here. The goal with the breaking the guard open is he's got his ankles crossed. If I can make this space between his hips and his ankles long and stretch it out, it's going to pop his ankles open. So watch. After I have everything anchored down, I'm going to start to arch my back like a cat. You guys, let's turn just a little, Jimmy. Watch my back. Sort of like, and look, it just popped open right there. If I needed more, I would just turn a little bit more and watch. Boom. Watch it one more time. If I need to really get maybe my arms are short, my partner's legs are really long, and I just get to the end of my rope and I just don't have enough to break it open. Watch, I make sure I slide that foot back. I'm going to bring my knee up as I turn even more. Pops open. As soon as I pop it open, guys, I got to immediately shift and get this knee up on the inside. And now I can start to pass. Watch one more time. We'll do it from this angle the whole time. Okay, I got good posture. Okay, hands on the hips. I got the anchor. My chest and head are up. My knee's going to come into the outside of the hip, nice and tight. Okay, I want to get my base wide again. I'm going to start to turn. And the more I turn, the wider the space is going to get, as long as I keep his hips where they need to be. Boom. Now watch this, guys. I used to show it like this. I used to say, put your knee in the center. The only problem with this, it does get right in the tailbone, but now, if he tilts his knees, just to keep your legs locked and do that. If he's here and he just tilts his knees, look, it can make me off balance. So, that's the reason we stop on the outside of the hip. That's super important. I'm going to slide back, change my angle. If I needed to get a little bit more, guys, watch that toe stays, and I can turn, and then I'm here. So, remember, everything starts with your posture, heavy anchor to the floor, knee tight to the outside of the hip. I change my angle. It's all about turning. The more you turn, the more you keep them in place, the easier it is to break open. Don't just do that. Don't break it open and then stop, because he'll lock it back. You got to break it back. All right, go try it.